Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing some card making with the beautiful new collection from Uniquely Creative called Dear Diary, and it's gorgeous. Of course, it's my thing, and I'm going to be making a journal with it. Quickly, just showing you some of the papers from the kit. I've started cutting it out ready for a journal. It's just gorgeous. Really lovely. Got really great things you can use for your journals as well as card making and scrapbooking. This is what I've got left over from the bits that I've cut out for my journal. It's just stunning. The link below to Uniquely Creative is in my description box if you want to go and have a look at the kit. If you're in America, they do have American stockists for their collections. So because I subscribe to the kit very generously, Uniquely Creative gave us this bonus overlay for people who have been subscribed to their kits. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make some cards with it. So I'm going to cut this off. How am I going to cut it off? Okay, cut it there, and there. So I'll have two bits, and you're going to say, well, that's not cut properly, we can turn it around the other way and just use as much as on the square card as possible. So it's got a few more leaves on this side. We could come over a lot and cut those leaves off and put them down the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I do that now, so don't forget. That's going to go right over there so they all fit on, and then these bits can go to fill this best of space in when I get around to doing it, like that. You wouldn't even know there's a space there. Well, so I'll pop the disc there for the moment because I want to glue this down. Or do I want to put the backgrounds first? I'm just going to use the Creative Cuts for my backgrounds today. I think they look really, really lovely with this particular overlay. They fit nicely in a little square bit. How do I know where to stick that? That's going to be tricky. Hang on. Just want to make sure it's right, that'll do. So I'm going to put some glue on it. So welcome to everybody today. Always very grateful to have you here. Especially love it when people make comments. Just helps me with this. I treat it as feedback for myself, whether people like what I'm showing them. I mean, I know YouTube should be doing for what you enjoy, and I do things that I enjoy all the time, really. But sometimes I think that I could just do things for myself, which will be. I do lots of journal making by myself. All right. Just going to get my glue rubber now and Get rid of the excess glue. Making more mess than I should have really. That's the trouble with thin things. I know I should be using a thin nozzle, but I don't have much success with thin nozzled bottles or whatever. If you don't do it now, while it's wet, it's harder to get off when it's dry. So apologies here. I might turn you off while I do this actually. Oh, I could be here forever. That's one. And this one is going to go here. Or should I just use a plain background? Plain's good. This one, choices. Let's do the green one. The bingo card's too small, so this is going to go right over to the edge. Hopefully I can do this gluing better this one. I'm sure there's better. I know there's a glue pen, but I don't have much success with that either. You know, I don't know if you have the same problem when you're crafting. There's some things that you just don't have much success with. Glues, things are just one of my things. A friend of mine uses glue dots because of glue stuff. Right. Right, that was it. That was relatively easy. So I'm just going to add some of the creative cuts for the flowers now. Just building a bit of a picture. These are so pretty. This is a camera, this one. Look how beautifully the cut they are. To use some of these things for embellishment. Usually I fussy cut the whole heap of stuff out beforehand, but obviously didn't do this one. I'm going to cut that in half because I can use a bit there and a bit here. I'm always putting things upside down. You say it's upside down cave. Well, I often put things upside down. that's better. Just be, put this around as a background like that, or should I do it on this one here, the small one, on this one here in the camera? Actually, I'm more inclined to put it here, I think. Alright, so yeah, you can just put things wherever you like them, really. That's what I like about this kind of collection, to build those sort of layers. It's a bit big, that one. What else have I got here? Oh, that's a good one. I'm so busy enjoying myself I forget to talk to you. Sorry. Sorry. So sorry. These will go in. That looks good actually, with those like that. Could have done that with all of them, really. Didn't think of it. Need something here because it's a bit bare. What else have I got in here? All of these. So I was going to use some of these tags, wasn't I? Let's have a look. Oh, that's not too small now. Needs to have a notch. No, don't think it goes after all that. Doesn't matter, it'll be used up somewhere else. Maybe I could just do another little bit of a flower. Let's cut this off. That's better. And this one can be up here. What do I do with that flower, that bit of tag? Nope. No, 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 no. Butterfly. Butterfly. I think I've basically used up a lot of the little elements. Don't want another ticket. Lots of tickets, but don't want another ticket. Let's cut this up. don't know if that goes there or not. I think that's basically all I want to do, really. I don't want to add too much stuff because it'll be too busy and won't look as effective, so I don't want that there now after all. Need something there though, but I don't know what. Let's use some of this. This was added on to the kit. You can buy it separately. Just really pretty. Fun and games putting glue on this one. Was it the wrong thing? I think it's the wrong thing, really. After all that. I know, got some leaves here. A fussy cut from one of the pages. That's better. And let's see if I can find, so I'm looking in here, sorry. I got a bit tired cutting out stuff, so I sort of cheated it a little bit. There's no more leaves. Right, I think that might be it for the day, and I'm not going to glue with you because I know what will happen. I'll end up with glue everywhere, and so there's nothing worse than watching somebody rub out glue. But oh, I've got my buttons. Let's do some buttons. Do you want some of this as well? Maybe. No. Buttons. I'm going to stick everything down, and I'll come back and show you at the end how it finished up. So back in a short while. Okay, so I have finished my cards. I did try some of the buttons on there, but for someone it just didn't work in with what I already had there. So I'm sure I'll use the buttons on my journal that I'm making. So I think they're quite pretty. Debating about whether to put something on the overlay or just leave them the way they are, because they just look really effective, but I don't know whether I should put some pen or glitter pen or something like that on there, but it could spoil it, so it's hard to know to do sometimes. But I quite like the way they look at the moment, so I might just leave them. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please give me a like, make a comment, that'd be really fabulous. Take care, happy crafting, see you later, bye.